back quickly, and then I'll introduce our other guests.
Yes, I just got an email in about 5 minutes ago that it's rumored that Speaker's Corner is closing down.
Was the Speaker's Corner rumor posted somewhere place like Hoffman's forum?
I just can say that I just got an email from a very reliable source that there are problems. Before we started to go live, I was checking, but there's no official announcement yet. So this is just a rumor.
It's a big market. There's space for all of it, right? You just have to pick and choose what your niche is and what you're going to do.
In theory, it's a big market. In practice, it isn't, because we are not free to pick what we want.
That's true. That's it's really kind of narrow, I guess, at that point. Yeah.
We are all talking to the same labels, and but I don't want to complain. We are next year 30 years in business, so I really have no reason to complain.
So how many new titles a year are you able to acquire? Is that decreasing, or what's the trend in that for you all?
It's very decreasing. In the last years, 2-3 years ago, we had 2 new titles per month, which means 24 titles a year. I think this year it was only 4 or 5, and we still don't have anything relevant in the pipeline. We have 2 more approvals, but this does not make sense to start producing, because we always cut at the same time, ship at the same time. It would be too expensive to just release 1 title. So it is, from our side, is decreasing a lot. Yes, I actually, with these strict policies of the majors, we wonder if it would not be more honest to say we don't get anything before we make compromises. We try to keep our catalog alive as long as possible, but don't publish anything new. We are really considering this at the moment.
Sure. Yeah, because it's kind of like they're pushing you in that direction anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in 2 or 3 years' time, it will be the case anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and where do you want to spend your energy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
after Universal had decided not to license anymore, we of course said we should have done much more at that time, but we thought this would last forever. We had a contract. We didn't expect this. No, we never expected that the business would last so long, and we never expected that it would be so successful.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody expected the resurgence to be as heavy as it had been.
No.
Yeah, I wonder if Chad compared your version of Can't Buy a Thrill to his yet.
Has he his one out?
His is released today, literally today.
Ah, okay. And there's 33 or 45?
It's a UHQR, so it's 45 RPM.
Ah, I understand. Okay.
2 discs.
Yeah, we are not updated there anymore, because we gave away our distribution in April this year. So I don't realize really. I'm not up to date anymore what the others are doing. I hope he does well. It's a great title. It was overdue a long time. Yeah. This is the advantage of the big American labels. They have a completely different business setup than us. We are a manufacturer and distributor to the trade. We never sold directly to the public because we are a small company and we thought there are others which could do this better. And companies like Analog Productions, Mobile Fidelity, they also sell directly to the public. So they are more expensive than us. So they have a completely different amount of profit and can offer much more licenses to the major than we can do because we are only sell to the trade. And this is why they get these first-class titles and we don't. This is the big difference.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chad Castle from Acoustic Sounds, and today we have Jan from Germany online to clarify and clear up something that's been going around on the internet. Jan, I've been getting a lot of calls from people all over asking me about, there's a rumor going around that Speaker's Corner is going out of business.
Well, it's funny that you're asking me because you're actually the first person to come to me, and we have been the global distributor for Speaker's Corner since April of last year, but it seems nobody thought to contact us. And we've been selling many, many thousands of their LPs every month. But hey, that's the world. So we actually heard the same rumor earlier this morning when we got an email from Christiane at Speaker's Corner. It's like, Jan, have you heard this funny rumor? People are saying we're closing down. And that's complete BS, so you don't have to put that. And we checked on the internet and we found a Steve Hoffman forum where people were discussing they were closing. And we entered like, guys, this is like completely wrong, but felt mostly ignored. We actually found a video on YouTube where people seemingly without any evidence whatsoever discussed, yeah, it's difficult for the small labels. Yeah, it is. And now, well, they need to go out of business and close down because there's no more licenses.
I just wanted to, I'll get back to that in a second. Leland just asked a question. Maybe Nadine can answer this. This is what Leland asked. Was the Speaker's Corner rumor posted somewhere place like Hoffman's forum?
I just can say that I just got an email from a very reliable source that there are problems. Before we started to go live, I was checking, but there's no official announcement yet. So this is just a rumor.
So getting back to that, sorry, Patrick, to interrupt. I know people want to hear about the Speaker's Corner rumor. Let me just interrupt you there. Terry Watcher just popped in a few minutes ago. Yes, we have a rumor, not confirmed, that Speaker's Corner is no longer going to be out of business, unfortunately. Not confirmed. We're trying to look through all the websites here. Nadine got her email from a reliable source. She was mentioning at the top that there's a possibility of that. Nadine, maybe you want to just talk about that quickly again.
Yeah, like you already said, I just got an email from somebody who's very reliable that there are big issues at Speaker's Corners and that they're going down in business because of licensing problems to Speaker's Corners. Yes, and it's very sad news. Very sad news.
And that's interesting too, because I mean that would scare me if I was the other audiophile labels, right? Especially too, you see what Rhino High Fidelity is doing, taking the middleman out. They're noticing obviously there's a market for it, and there's a
Blue Note did
money
it.
and Blue Note did it as well. So is this the beginning of something? I hope not, but it's very interesting if this rumors are true about Speaker's Corner. And I mean, we said at the top, I really like my Speaker Corner records. So I mean, this is very sad news, Terry. If that's the case, that's for sure.
Because there's no more licenses. And I was
Anyone else have any more?
what are you talking about? And one of the people in this video was actually from Germany, and they didn't contact us, and they didn't contact Speaker's Corner. So it is fake news, as they would say in US politics, because we took over Speaker's Corner in April of last year. And truth be said, they picked an excellent time to stop distributing themselves and giving it to Sieveking-Sound as a global distributor. Because distributor, because they had just been through the pandemic. Their stores were depleted. They had very little to sell at all or to transfer to us. It was very difficult to get products from the Palace pressing plant. It was even difficult to get jackets manufactured. And if you could get them, they'd be at a premium price. So when we took it over, I think it was 8 Speaker's Corner titles that were in stock and available in limited quantity. But then something changed, and that was the Palace pressing plant added new pressing machines and lost a large customer. And suddenly they were interested in producing for Speaker's Corner again, even though, and we need to be truthful about that, Speaker's Corner pressings are not selling by the megatons. Okay, they make repressings for 500,000, sometimes something like 1,200. It's not huge numbers. And typically pressing plants are not happy with small production runs because it's a lot of work. But they managed to get a lot of these small production runs for their repressings, for the popular titles. And also for the less popular titles, because they've got some really good classical stuff in there as well. And, well, truth be told, I checked today, from the 8 titles we used to have, we are now to 122 titles that we do have in stock for international sales. And there is no day where we don't sell them. We've got like a rolling quarterly forecast of what needs to be reproduced. We are getting titles back in stock that had already been discontinued because there still is a demand. So whoever put out the rumor that they're going away, he was really, really bored.
And we love Speaker's Corner. We always have. I've been selling Speaker's Corner for 30 years. I've been dealing with Kai. He's one of the people that believe in analog and analog all the way. And I know his process. I know the mastering engineers he's used, Kevin Gray, and William Mackey, and these other great famous engineers.
He's been doing it right.
Right. And then using Palace, and we've had a long relationship, and I've been selling them for over 30 years. So it's like, I was hoping it to be wrong. I know that things change now, and he wants you to be his distributor and handle the day-to-day sales, which I can understand.
Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome back to my little impromptu video. Yesterday I was guest at Steve Westman's show, and before the show I got some rumors that Speaker's Corner is closing down. Also, some other people on that stream got these rumors. I tried to contact Speaker's Corners, they weren't available, so we thought we go with that and might share this information with the vinyl community and see if somebody else had other informations as well. This morning I tried to contact Speaker's Corner again, and I couldn't reach them. I called Michael45 if he has any information. He said, I can't imagine they're doing it, but hold on, I have somebody in the United States I can ask. He got back to me and he said these rumors are totally false. In the meantime, I wrote an email to Speaker's Corner if they have any information, and they wrote me back a couple of hours ago that the rumors are false. They are not true. In retrospective, and I'm not a journalist, and I'm sorry that I put up this rumor without a confirmation. It wasn't my intention to cause any harm, and it was not my intention to cause such a wave of comments and mails about it. So, like I said, I'm sorry about that, and the rumors are not true. You can still order your records, and everything has been handled as usual. Just a little update on that. Thanks for watching.
With the internet and the YouTube, it's just like anything. It can be a great tool, but it can also be, it's got its downsides, and it's just kind of like the news. I think that maybe people want to report the news, and a lot of times the news talks about negative things, and so we're happy to hear that. To me, it's a positive thing. We've been knowing you for a long time, and we're confident. We're happy that we're going to still be getting Speaker's Corner for a while, and that the rumor ain't true. And how did you say? You can't always believe anything you see on YouTube or the internet.